Yo, what it do, 2K fans? This your boy JuKIng the BOSS, and we're about a couple of weeks away, 3 weeks at the most, from when we get our first piece of information about the release of 2K19, what feature set we're going to see. And they kind of really bumbled and jumbled and fumbled the mess when it came down to 2K18, thinking long term. And it's about what else can they do for 2K19 to keep it off the same path with 2K18. First and foremost is focus on keeping that product refreshed throughout the year, because when it comes down to it, not everybody buys it when it first comes out. You got those who wait a little while to buy it. They get it for Christmas. You know, you got those who don't get it until February. You got those who don't get it until the summer, and they enjoy it. Now, at the end of the day, some people wait for all the updates, all the patches before they buy, and they enjoy it for a couple of years while the servers are still on, because people still will play. But 2K18 is not one of those games where you can think that unless 2K19 actually gets worse from 2K18, you're not going to think that people are going to go back and play 2K18 after 2K19 comes out if 2K19 shows itself to be the superior product. Now, what are some things that they can work on? Some small details that they probably think did not hurt, they actually hurt. And this is the way that they can improve that. The first thing is, it was that whole chat functionality, the systematic chat functionality of being able to talk to people that you play against in the park. By taking that away, you took away people's reason to put a mic in sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong, other reasons why some people didn't play with their mic was because you got toxic people that go to the park, but that's what the mute function is for. I use it when I need to, but I don't really need to. I mean, you can't really say anything to me that's gonna make me feel like I gotta mute you. No, if anything, I'll block you because your play was extremely poor. You played like you only wanted to focus on yourself. So if you're not playing like a team, that's the only reason I'm going to avoid you. But at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want out your mouth. It ain't going to make me no never mind. Now, why is it that the chat functionality was important for being able to talk trash to your opponents? Without it, there's no reason to really put your mic in unless you're in a party. And that's something I never really got. There are a lot of people who go to the park and they be in their own private party with their friends that are playing different games, but they come to the park and play walk on and then play as if they're playing by themselves. And I just never got that. Look, I understand that when your friends don't feel like playing 2K, then and you still feel like playing 2K, you're gonna have to team up with some randoms or find some cats that you might can run with. But here's the thing about it. What improves that is putting your mic in and being in the game chat. I mean, outside of these couple of games that I played, because it was these games that I realized that one of my mics were actually there was a shortage in it, so I had to go and get a new mic. But outside of playing in these couple of games, I usually always have my mic in, because you never know what kind of catch you're gonna come up against. I ran up against a guy who was like a 70 overall two-way sharpshooter, and he was bricking at the beginning, but we were communicating and he got in the rhythm, and I was like, look, man, just keep shooting. Like, at the end of the day, if I kick you to rock and you open, don't be hesitant to pull the trigger. Have fun with that bad boy. It ain't like if we lose this game, we lose our lives. No, we're having fun. We're out here playing a game. And we was getting the third person involved, and at the end of the day, you got those who are going to be out there playing for themselves, by themselves. But if you add that mic and we as a community come together and communicate with each other in a proper manner, well, the best manner possible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's basketball. Street basketball get a little aggressive, so that's going to happen. But bringing back the ability to talk trash to your teammates actually brings more people into the chat functionality. It gives more people a reason to actually hook up their headset and communicate in game chat, even if it's just because they like to talk trash. Like, at the end of the day, you want people playing the game and enjoying it. Another thing is understanding your core modes. So within my career, you have you got your My Career NBA games, you have Park, and you have Pro-Am. Now, Pro-Am is divided into two things. You got Team Pro-Am and you got Walk-On Pro-Am. So let's break down where they messed up when it comes down to all these modes. So first and foremost is your My Career NBA games are for the single individual. Adding patches that ruin that single process for them it's annoying. It's a thing where it's like, oh, well, we did it because we didn't want people easily gaining XP on their road to 99. When, I mean, you could have just simply patched out the 20-minute glitch. You patched that out. Why did you have to affect the people who like to play My Career? And why did you have to, kind of hurt them in a way where it's like they not gaining as much XP as if they play with other people? Here's the thing. I like playing games with other people. I don't force other people to play games with me. And as a developer and a publisher, you shouldn't do that either. You should not force a community to play with one another if they like to play a game by themselves. You know, when they took out the ability to change your gameplay style to casual or simulation, you know, that kind of thing, you know, really ruined it for some people. You know, here's the thing about it. As much as I don't like Madden, I mean, I'm not against Madden. Like, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. One thing I do give them credit for is that the way they have the different play styles. I just went and recently tried out the Madden 19, and their play styles, the ability to choose between playing casual or arcade, arcade, simulation, and then competitive. The ability to choose between those modes made it an enjoyable process for everybody who liked to play football in a video game format, because you got those who never played it, was able to get a chance to jump in and try it out. You got those who like to play it, and you gave them an option to say, hey, you want to try the competitive sliders, get yourself prepared for playing online. Hey, more power to you. And that's what 2K needs to focus on when it comes down to my career. In my career, you need to give people that casual, that simulation, and that competitive kind of style. Well, casual, normal, and then competitive. So that way you're blending the two. And then understanding what competitive sliders mean. Competitive sliders don't mean you're gonna miss a higher percentage of your shots and everything like that. Competitive sliders just means that you need to release at the better point to make your shot. You know, at the end of the day, you could release your shot the same way 1,000 times and everything like that. You should always knock that down if you're shooting at rhythm. So there's, you know, so when it comes down to it, now we dive into the Pro-Am. The Pro-Am should be looked at the two different ways that it is. Walk-on Pro-Am is for those who don't really have friends that they can play with and everything like that. It's a way to meet new people. So why is it that when you go into Walk-on Pro-Am, you know, nobody's really communicating? Like, I put my mic in and Walk-on Pro-Am, don't hit nobody, say nothing. And then when you do finally get somebody coming into the game chat to talk, it's when, oh, they're not getting enough touches. And I don't mind that if they're right, you know, at the end of the day, but it's more along the lines of, if we're communicating at the beginning, like, I'm going to get everybody involved as much as possible, because if you're in the best position to score, I need you in that position scoring. When it comes down to looking at team Pro-Am, so let's say, for instance, you play walk-on Pro-Am because you don't got nobody to play with. Now you done met you a couple of buddies that you can run with, you can rock with, and now y'all done created a team. Now you have a reason to create a team, you got a reason to join a team, and you run with them. And at the end of the day, walk-on Pro-Am is good when it comes down to, that's the kind of the best way right now for teams to get practice games in without hurting their team overall. But at the end of the day, you should be able to meet up with people and walk on Pro-Am, enabling that mic chat. Like, I really do believe that for real, when it comes down to Pro-Am specifically, like, it really should be a requirement to have a mic. Now, I'm not saying to just force people who don't have a mic to not be able to play, because not everybody can get a mic, but it really should, like, this for the community, it really should be a requirement for you to have a mic, because at the end of the day, if you don't have a mic, you can't communicate. A person doesn't know exactly what you're thinking if you're not communicating. I can't just predict what your next move is going to be. You can't predict what my next move is going to be, but I can tell you what my next move is going to be. You can tell me what your next move is going to be. Hey, can you set me a screen? Like, I get tired of playing games with people and they don't communicate, but I got my mic on, I got my headset on, and I'm talking, and then they send you a message saying, hey, set screens. Like, why are you messaging me to set screens? Put a mic on and tell me. You know, like, if your mic's broke, okay, I can understand that. But that means that 99% of the community's mic is broke. Get out of here with that one. Come on now. Now, when it comes down to Team Pro-Am, I've gotten back into it, and I'm enjoying it because I'm enjoying it for different reasons. I'm not in there to just play competitive basketball. I'm in there to play competitive basketball the best I can play competitive basketball with my friends, with my squad, and we go in there and we have some good fun. We get some good bump, and at the end of the day, I enjoy it. So what I want to see moving forward is 2K realizes these different game modes fit different people. Understand that walk-on Pro-Am needs to be for the people trying to get into playing competitive basketball with people. and it's like practice runs. And then team pro-am should be for those who are ready to guarantee play competitive and deal with competitive sliders, not a modified version of pro-am sliders, just more competitive sliders and things like that, because I can literally go in any one of these game modes and shoot with the same shot and hit consistently with the same shot. And it's not to say that I shouldn't be able to and everything like that, but the sliders feel like there's a little bit of the if going on right there. So there's a couple of things I want to talk to y'all about. The AI really needs an overhaul, but that's for another time. I got a whole lot more to discuss with y'all about 2K. I'm gonna keep y'all informed with the news as they start to drop it. You know, we're trying new things on the channel. We're gonna be doing playthroughs, new game playthroughs, old game playthroughs. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna get it bumping. So I want y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button if you love the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn that notification on, because we're gonna be trying to drop videos day in, day out. Try to drop 2 a day if possible. We're gonna try to guarantee you 1 a day. But I hope you all enjoy. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. I'm out. Peace.